Hey Aries, welcome to July 2017. This is your tarot reading, but before I get started, I quickly want to talk to you guys about astrology. Okay, so Jupiter went direct, and where it went direct in your chart is where you have the most luck, optimism, energy, and positivity. So, to find out where Jupiter is in your chart, comment or email me and I will let you know, but I just need your birthday, time, and location. Unless you want to Google around, and I'm sure that you could find natal chart, and then I'm sure you can figure it out, but if not, please comment below or send me a message and I'll let you know exactly where Jupiter is giving you the most luck, okay? Neptune went retrograde though on the 16th, and Neptune is the planet of delusion, illusion, haze. It's that rose-colored glasses. So that's all been internalized until it goes back direct. Another thing, I will absolutely let you know where you're getting that internalized haze with your birth details. Okay, that being said, I briefly touched on numerology last month, but I think I've been doing pretty well explaining it. So I'm going to quickly just explain it again, and then I'm going to roll call because we're getting close to September, and September is the peak when it comes to numerology, okay? And because this is 2017, it's really, really important that we figure out where our energies are and what's going on, because this is starting a whole new cycle, right? So a universal cycle, granted, but we should still know what's going on because we have new beginnings naturally this year. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling the energy of just chaos and new beginnings and just not grounded at all. Okay, so you take your birth month, which for you guys would be April, so it would be a 4, and you want to add that to your birthday. So if you're born April 12th, you do 1 plus 2 to get that 3. You always want to reduce the number down to a single digit. Unless you were born in November, you never reduce down an 11. So if you're born April 11th, like my beautiful sister-in-law, she would do 11 plus 4. She wouldn't reduce down that 11, okay? So you have your birth month reduced to a single digit unless it's November, and your birthday reduced to a single digit unless it's an 11 or a 22. And then you add those two together and you want to reduce that down to a single digit unless it's an 11, 22, 33, or 44. Keep reducing down, you get a single digit, you have that digit, add a 1 to it. That 1 is 2017, so you're adding a 1 to that. So you have your number, you have your birthday and month reduced to a single digit, then you have 2017, aka 1, added to that. You have your number. I'm going to quickly roll call and let you know what you've been experiencing all year and what's now going to peak in September. If you got a 1, and please comment below. It takes me 2 seconds to do the math for you. If you're hesitant or not confident with your math, please message below, and it's a 2-second thing that, anyways. If you got a 1, new beginnings, new beginnings. That's going to peak in September, okay? Because this is a universal 1 year, those new beginnings have probably been happening for you all year now. Just everything's just been like chaos and new. So September, new beginnings. If you got an 11 or a 2, that is potential soulmate year. So if you're single and you got an 11 or 2, this is really the year that you could have found your soulmate, right? More of a focus on relationships for sure, especially partnerships one-on-one. If you got a 3, it's all about creating something, all about creativity, all about, in September is the time to launch that new website or start doing that painting or put that painting out there or have a baby or try to get pregnant. Anything that is creative, anything that you had to create and it's new. If you got a 3, September is going to be the peak of that. If you got a 4, September is the peak of foundation building. So yeah, you could have had some obstacles this year already, but those obstacles are all building you up. They're all allowing that framework to come in. If you got a 5, changes to your freedom or lack thereof. Brace yourself, okay? You've probably been having a lot of changes this year, and September will be the peak of that. If you got a 6, focus on family and friends and nurturing the home. A lot of people in their 6th year will either get married or divorced or separated or back together with an ex, but it's really a focus on family and friends and your responsibilities there, okay? And September is the peak. If you got a 7, probably doing a lot of alone time, a lot of alone work, a lot of introspection, a lot of going deep into your own soul, and a lot of dark night of the soul stuff, a lot of really, really introspective stuff. Probably going back to school, probably online, or probably far away where you're completely isolated, okay? If you got an 8, congratulations. Financial gains or financial losses, okay? You probably had a lot of power struggles this year, a lot of ups and downs when it comes to your power and where you're putting your power. So I am forewarning you, now it's July. In September, you should get your financial ducks in a row now, because come September there could be a huge financial crash, unexpected financial turns, whether good or bad. It really depends on the path that you've been walking so far, but it's really time to get clear about your financial security, right, and your financial independence and your financial story and financial career, whatever, finances, empowerment. If you got a 9, another bracing year, a lot of endings, a lot of completions of cycles. You would have in September the completion of a cycle that started 8 years ago. So a lot of endings this year. The good thing about endings in 2017 is that you're making space for new beginnings, and those new beginnings are almost coming in instantaneously. So like I said, please message below with your birth details, birth time, date, location. If you're more private, you can absolutely email me at beyondyoursunsign at gmail.com. Of course, this is free of charge, and it's just an excellent, excellent tool to figure out what's going on and just gain a little bit more control over our lives, a little bit more clarity. That being said, I'm going to get started on our tarot reading. Aries, July 2017. Okay. Aries, July 2017. Okay, looking really good. Looking really good. A lot of positivity. It's like you're finally getting your ducks in a row. Aries are doing well. Everything is really, really looking up, okay? And you struggled a lot. You really had to fight for this positivity. You really had to fight for this new optimism and this new creativity, and to finally get everything in order and feel like every area of your life is finally in coherence. You know what I mean? Everything in your life is cooperating with every aspect. Everything is looking really, really good. There is a couple people here that you still feel kind of overburdened by their responsibilities, like maybe they're not holding their brunt. It is a younger air sign, somebody who's really focused on getting their footing right now, somebody who's really focused on getting their foundation, but they're so scattered, right? They have so much going on, so many opportunities, and so many opportunities to ground themselves, but they're not even focused on that. They're just they're just in the clouds, head in the clouds, and just, they're getting there. So if you feel like you have to take on their responsibilities, it's not necessarily true. It's just what you're putting out there. Because there's also an older fire sign, female energy, that is helping this younger air sign, okay? So there's no point of you overburdening yourself with the responsibilities of this younger air sign, because the older fire sign is taking care, and they're making sure that this air sign will get to where they need to go, okay? And this fire sign is happy to do it. They're proud to do it. They're really happy to do it, okay? Like I said, there's been quite the internal struggle, just trying to find your footing, feeling like maybe you were edging yourself off a cliff a little bit, but now finally things have fixed themselves like they always do. That's the thing. A lot of the times with the cardinal signs, I'm a Libra, which is also a cardinal sign, and Aries is a cardinal sign. A lot of the times we want to get control. We're so fast moving. We're so quick that we don't even allow the universe to work in our favor, because we're like, no, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. And the universe is like, slow down, divine timing. So finally the universe has been given the opportunity to work with you, right? So I'm going to get started here. That's the theme. Okay. So something new that came in really empowered your finances. Really empowered your finances. Something new that came in got you here. Right? A new beginning, new financial empowerment, new emotional empowerment, new spiritual empowerment is based on this new whatever that came in. That allowed you to grow. That was excellent. That was really good. That is building you up. This is an obstacle and an aid, okay? This is what's helping you with your current financial situation, but this new thing is also hindering your current financial situation, okay? So just embrace that knowledge, because underneath the surface, subconsciously, you are feeling still pretty confused. And it's exactly what I said with the cardinal sign, always wanting to impede and always wanting to go so impulsive that we just don't allow, we don't flow, we don't allow the universe to put things in our path because we're like, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there. It's so chaotic, it's so dynamic, of course, and very pioneering, but it just doesn't give the universe an opportunity to put the goodness in your path. So if you're feeling confused, it's just time to flow and just allow the universe to come to where it's going. And by the full moon this month, you should start to see how the universe is truly working in your favor, okay? But it's time to let go of that control. It's time to build that bridge, move on, and stop focusing on the lack of control, right? Like it's just what it is. Like we actually don't have any control, right? Like it's just the way that the world is. And although cardinal signs feel like they can impede that control on their lives, at the end of the day, we're not promised anything. We have absolutely no control. That's something that needs to be acknowledged, accepted, loved, appreciated, and just, like I said, acknowledge that nobody has control. Nobody has 100% control. So it's just way easier to flow with things and be like, it will, just have trust that it will get itself situated. Right now you're looking really, really good, really focused on getting your empowerment, really focused on your finances, really focused on building yourself up. You're incredibly taken care of, incredibly abundant, but it is time to have some fun. And like I said, that little rabbit, I don't know if you guys see that rabbit, bottom right corner here, well, my left, bottom right corner, that rabbit is fun. That rabbit is adventure and movement and, you know, exploring and nurturing the earth and just forward movement and carelessness. When you think about a rabbit, the thing also with a rabbit is that it symbolizes weakness, because when you think about, well, I'll tell you a story. Not too long ago, my husband was walking my beagle down the driveway and it latched on to a baby rabbit and killed it. So a rabbit, and it was traumatizing. A rabbit is that symbol of weakness, and you guys aren't even allowing that weakness to come in. But we need weakness sometimes. We need to be able to show our family and friends that we don't have it all together, because it gives our family and friends a sense of empowerment. They want to get back into that power seat. They don't want you to always be the one that's in control, okay? Family and friends really want you to kind of lean on them a little bit. It's okay to. Hope and fear is that it's all taken care of, because there's nothing left to worry about, right? Hope and fear, you want to walk on water, you want to just feel completely balanced and secure and just do something optimistic and fun and creative and powerful, but you also fear it, okay? That definitely has to be acknowledged. Where is that fear coming from, and how can you release it? The best way to release it, especially around the new moon that just happened on the 24th, is to go out into a body of water, either a small lake or even a swimming pool or even a nice bath, and just literally just, the water for the Aries is incredible because you guys are fire signs. Being in water just allows you to put your fire out, you know, and just kind of melt away. Put all of your issues into that water, and then when it goes down the drain or you get out of that water, everything is left there. Everything is left there. And then you can finally embrace this positivity that is just knocking on your door. Outcome is you're going to have a lot more options. A lot more options are coming in around that full moon. A lot more options are coming in, and something is going to have to change. Something is definitely going to have to change and progress and move forward. because you're doing well, you're incredibly empowering yourself, but there's still a lot of confusion underneath the surface. There's still a lot of confusion in the subconscious mind. And that new beginning that started, that new material beginning that started or starting, is allowing you to finally move on and make the changes that you need. Okay? That's it. That's all I have for you guys. Have an amazing July, and I will see you in August. Don't forget to comment or message below with your birth details so that I can really help you the best way I know how. Bye, guys.